Recording has begun. I don't think we played this in like a month because of all the stuff going on. I had to take weeks off due to the unfortunate incident, the death in the family. So I don't really know or remember exactly what we're doing. Aside from that, we killed some dragons. We set some really long things to go on the table, on the war table. And I talked about respecting the sword and shield for the 100th time and didn't do it. You're probably right, yeah. Diva Kith. Kith, welcome in. Star Sector? I don't recall it. What is Star Sector? I feel like I've heard the name, but I can't place it at the moment. Yeah, some of the spoilers that people do are like, some of them obviously are super on purpose and they're trying to spoil things. Other ones it just feels like the person's kind of oblivious or stupid or something. Someone will come in and they'll ask if I've done such and such, or if I've got to such and such in the story yet, or
Any news
and it's
on
like,
Lycorypheus is sending
has so and so
people
died
to
yet, or are you not there
explore
yet? And I'm like,
no.
what's wrong with you? I don't know.
Even from his inner circle.
All right, let's do some things. The Hunter Shade Dracolisk. The creature has been cornered and saddled. The nippings were severe, but it waits for the Inquisitor to claim it in the stables. Mind your fingers. So this is just a mount. It's like a space-themed mount and blade. I have to look at it. Yeah. I'll try to remember. If you want to drop the name of the game in the Discord or whisper it to me, I'll 100% check it out. If not, I'll try to remember. I'll probably forget. Negotiate a deal for weapon plans. I was unable to reach a compromise with the Tevinter. Suppose our influence does stretch only so far. He did, however, offer his apologies and made us a gift of some rare materials. I will keep our negotiations open, but it does not look promising. What? Masterwork shield?
It was interesting.
Man, that was a long one, too. I just wonder if I was addressed that kind of game. Yeah, I'll have to check it. I'll have to
is a fixture.
take a look.
The sun will grow cold before she retires.
Measure of Veil Strength. Inquisitor. The experiment was a success, and these readings are remarkable. By overlaying the relative strength of the Veil over maps of Orlais and Ferelden, I have extrapolated points where small rifts are more likely to develop. This should let us deploy Inquisition forces more wisely while still protecting people who would otherwise be threatened by demons. In addition, I have located one node of possible interest in the hinterlands, a very large rift that has not yet opened. Maybe worth investigating the area. Every time I think I'm done with the hinterlands, they pull us back in. I think we've spent 40 hours in the hinterlands. Seriously. Zykovia, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. For some reason, my list isn't updating. It doesn't matter. Thank you. All right. So we want to send our 3 people out again. Let's see here. Secure a route through the Frostbacks, the Fallowmire resources, Crestwood resources, Gather Herbs, the Arl's Invitation, Revenge of the Merchants Guild. Let's see what that one is. An unsent letter from Varric. Waits in the war room. Addressed to Jarek Dace, Ditterim Merchants Guild. Jarek, I need a key to the Merchants Guild cipher from 1 month ago, and you still have payments left on the loan house Tethras gave you for your rescue mission to Amgrak. So I think we can make a deal. I get the cipher and your debt disappears like financial magic. And Nightingale, since I know you'll open this and read it before it gets sent, don't bother to keep a copy. The guild changes their codes every month because dwarves are naturally paranoid of Varric. So this is almost a 4-hour one, and we can only send Josephine. We're going to be playing for more than 4 hours today unless something happens, so I am definitely going to do this. Send the letter to Ditterim. Getting this cipher will help Liliana find the killer. All right, let's go.
Let us begin.
All the other ones that we haven't done here are resources aside from this one. Secure way through the Frostbag. Inquisitor, the Fallowmire. After you cleared the place. Wait, no. I completely skipped over. We explored the Fallowmire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled on an old road. The old road. Beware of shamblers. That leads west to the Frostbacks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to shave weeks off a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing. Scout Harding. So we can send Liliana on the unknown road. It would be perfect for our spies if it remained secret. How many people cleared the way? Or Cullen. We can move troops east to west without risking the mountains. Let's keep this road for our soldiers. They can repair it. Yeah, we'll have Cullen do it. The old road.
All right.
You will arrive along the old road. I know that place. Capitalize on alliance with Fairbanks. Aid those impacted by the Civil War. The College of the Magi. Judgment. Mauvrins arrived. Favor returned. Dwarven slaves in divinatory hands. Report from one of Cullen's forward scouts. Sightings in the north of Red Templar with armor and weapons adorned with Dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Divinatory may be making use of Dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation. We'll send Lily on him. Send a select group to observe. We don't want to alarm the Divinatory. We know they are all too willing to sacrifice their captives. All right.
Inquisitor.
Can't believe we have a new new thing in the hinterlands. Kind of ridiculous. We've done so much in the hinterlands. All right. My daughter's up. So now we need, you know what? Let's just go to the hinterlands. All right, I'm gonna end up spamming V. I gotta get back in the hang of using everything here. Our MMO controls going. How's it going? Dark Wickelman. So yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Very empty our inventory. Nice. It was good. It was good. Did I take a picture of it? I think I took a picture of it. Yeah, it turned out good. Thank you for asking. I wish there had been more of it, which is a good thing, you know, because if it had been terrible, obviously I would have wanted more, but there wasn't many pieces of it, so I ended up having to have something else a little bit later. We all did, because there wasn't really enough for 3 people, but now we know for next time. All right, we're gonna go check out whatever the crap spawned in the hinterlands. So let's look at a powerful rift in the hinterlands that has not yet opened. He believes it to be unique and well worth investigating. All right. Let's find out if Solus is right. All right. Is today going to be the day that I respec? I've been talking about it for like 2 months. Maybe. Probably not. Oh, yeah. The YouTube issue's finally resolved. So the issue was persisted for like 4 or 5 days, which is really annoying. But yes, it is fixed, and now I can get my videos going at least 1 a day again. Luckily. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up not respecing today. Even though I keep talking about it. Maybe by next week. I keep thinking, you know what? I'm gonna do the respecing off stream. Like I'm gonna pull up a build calculator thing, and then I'm gonna figure out which points I want. That way on stream I can just go in and just do it and be done. It won't take me like an hour of reading through everything on here. And then I just don't do it. And the next week comes, I'm like, I guess Blackwall's tanking again. One of the main, so for anyone that doesn't know, one of the main reasons I'm thinking about retaking and being respecing being the tank myself is it'll open up more possibilities for me taking people based on story and interaction rather than based on combat. Right now, and I know I could technically tank with a 2-hander, especially now that we got the Iron Fortress or whatever it is, and all that, but I'd rather do sword and shield. By now, I'll just do it in another game. Yeah. If I do it, like I said, I'll figure it out offline and then go from there. All right. So we are gonna be going up here. Gotta get used to things again. So luckily, when I play games like this, so I almost always put the same types of move on the same number. So I don't know why, but like on any MMO type combat-based game, this is an MMO, but you know, it uses the same kind of layout. I always have number 4 be my movement skill. I have no idea why. That's just like, that's what I've done since like way back in vanilla WoW day. Number 4 has always been charge and stuff. So there's going to have to be another non-rigged poll. So I've been meaning to play it. Katie, formerly known as Gruntwork, gifted me it when it first came out, and I haven't got around to it. My question though was, should I play the previous titles, or at least Wasteland 2 first? Will that add to my enjoyment of 3? And if I don't play those first, will it be hard to ever go back and play them, having already played the third one at that point? Something like that. There may come a day when Adam's class fails him. His party falls and he respects. But it is not to this day. Man, I use that, but it is not this day line all the time. Especially my daughter. She doesn't even know what it's from. And she's like, every time she's like, okay. And then I always, anytime I fall or something like that, or something falls, whatever, anything to do with the word fell or fall, I also quote the part where Gimli tells them that Aragorn fell. Where's Sir Aragorn? Where's Lord Aragorn? He fell. So I end up using those two lines all the time. You play either of this, you? Looks like Fallout's huge. Just bet screenshots. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, but I don't think it's really good. It's a good line, yeah, it really is. But it is not to this day. I use it just from all kinds of, or for all kinds of mundane things. Are you gonna take the trash cans out today? There may come a time when I take the trash cans out, but it is not to this day. All right, so this probably is gonna be a harder rift. It's like 30-year-old game at this point, so yeah, I think you're right. I was more wondering if I should play the second one before the third. I probably won't go all the way back to the first anyway. All right, let's try it. See what this is. Those stupid things. All right, Solus, do you have enough juice to dispel some stuff? Uh-oh. What's his dispel? It's 4. He doesn't have enough. Man, you're just like barely under having enough. So we're gonna have to fight whatever comes out of here. Let's use Mark of the Rift. Let's see, there's the Despair Demon. What else is around here? A Wraith? Despair Demon. Wraith. Is it just the Despair Demons? Oh wait. Alright, change of mind. Get these stupid things. Over here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Not bad. Combat seems more like XCOM and the Divinity. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too. We already got those runes a long time ago. That rift was way easier than a bunch of rifts we had. There was no like pride demons or anything like that. And it's dark in here. It's dark in here. I can't see. Wait, are we done in the hinterlands anyway? Yeah. The only other thing we have in the hinterlands is this quest, and we don't have the item for it yet. So it's Philanderous, which I think is an herb. Oh yeah, we killed a dragon last time we were here. Yeah, I think that's the very last thing we did, huh? What is this area? I bet there's something amazing there. L'Imperator. Thank you for the resub. 4 months. Happy to catch you today for one of your favorite games. Yeah, awesome. Welcome in. Yeah, we've been playing this blindly for like months. Months and months and months. But yeah, thank you for the resub. Very much appreciated. So experience be rescued and spanked the butt. It's the darkest dungeon area. I believe so. So where do I want to go next? I guess is the question. Forbidden Oasis. Apparently we have quite a few quests left there and in the Exalted Plains. Let's go check out the Oasis. Oh yeah, we've done basically nothing here. Look at this. Perfect. Perfect. It's side quest Thursday. No, I don't know what this. I don't remember what the zone is at all. I've forgotten so much. That's what happens when you only play the game every like once a month, you know. Hopefully we can put some good hours into it today. That's why I was a little worried with the Twitch server connection showing it going like up and down, up and down. It's like, no, why? Why does it have to be today? Hopefully we can get some good hours in. You had a club party once for Forbidden Oasis. You were playing this, did you really? Did anyone recognize it?
Dispatch for you.
Sure. What's up?
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Wow, you want 4 serpents down. Really Middle Eastern with the theme. Shards in the Oasis. Better than shards in the Oasis. Alright, let's go grab this shard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, whoa, guys. It's alright. It's alright. You're gonna be okay. I just hit the wrong button. Oh, this is that place I went to very early on. And we went here at like level 8. And the wolves around here were like level 12. And I was like, yeah, we'll come back someday. Well, apparently someday is now. Yeah, we out-level this place by such a huge amount. We should be able to blast through it, but we'll see. We shall see. I didn't mean to over-level it by so much before we came back, but might end up being a good thing overall. Lord. Insomnia. Thank you for the 15 months. Stop by to renew. Thank you, Insomnia. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a rough few weeks, man, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. A miner's journal. Excerpts from the journal of an unknown miner dated 938 Dragon Age. 3 Draconis. Didot wants to know what it means, didn't we all? But he frets at it. Keep your head low, work like the rest, and shut it out. That's all he needs. The 13th. He feels it. I know he does. We all see it. Still he pushes. I do not want to talk about it. I do not want to know what it means. Some evil magic best left alone. Is that not answer enough? He thinks it's more. It's in his head, and he won't let it go. Nug again for dinner. This day never ends. 4th of Cloudreach. Didot, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but whatever. Was on the ledge behind the pool. What was he doing? What does he know? If he disturbs it... Nico won't talk to Didot at all. He trades shifts so they will not work together. I should do the same. We have a level. The boss has his boss, in Val Fermin, will be sending someone to check on operations. Suppose it's just routine. Didot speaks strangely now. Too much time at the door. Nug again for dinner. Wonderful. 1st of Bloomingtide. Maker forgive me, but Didot's absence is a weight lifted. Shame about the wife, though. There may come a day when Twitch is stable. Yeah. There are no trolls or spoilers, and everyone can enjoy their favorite games and streamers in peace. but it is not this day. Around that same area, or that same scene, I always thought it was funny. It's not supposed to be funny. But now that I rewatch it, the part where Legolas is talking in Elven so that no one can hear him, so no one knows what he's saying rather, and then Aragorn is all like, "Then I shall die as one of them," and those people are like, "Wait, what? What they talking about?" Like. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera, man. I don't know. I gotta get a new one or something, but yep. Just gonna have to deal with the weird camera colors, apparently. I don't know what it is. I even contacted Logitech, and they're like, "Oh, there's nothing you can do about that." It's with their software, not the. That's the problem. Like. Their software, not their hardware, so it's not like a replacement thing. Hold an arm up? Yeah, I don't understand that either. It's weird. It like auto adjusts. If I hold my arm up, it isn't as like reddish yellow. Another shard over there. I guess we'll just. We can go up this way. We'll be fine. Oh, guys, I'm just kidding. Don't attack. Tanning Foundation, no. What do you call a man with a rubber toe? Roberto. Let's go to end. Welcome back. Killer Spaz, welcome in. I mean, I can try to adjust it on stream again, but I don't know what's going on with it. Don't know. Life is a dream for your birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Killer Spaz. Must be, what, 21 now? 21. Well, happy birthday, Killer Spaz. Is there anything up here? This is where we had already gone. That's where we, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's where we found the shards through that. That's about all we did here last time we came. Man, we haven't been here in like 3 months. That's what you tell people. Anytime anyone has a birthday, that's how old I just assume they are. Doesn't matter. I say the same age. You just turned 4 years old or 40 years old. I say 21. So it looks like the other one's probably down in the valley. Yeah, that's a pretty big drop, man. Pretty big drop. All right, well, we'll wait to go down in there. Let's go up this ladder over here and see where it goes. Mm-hmm. 21 for the 12th year in a row. The mining camp. Go up here. There's probably a better way up here, but usually when I jump up things like this, I'll end up finding just a walkway on the other side. It's like stairs. All right, there's a shard. Happy 22nd, 21st. Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's a landmark over there. Let's make sure we get that. Good news is this map has no enemies apparently, right? Just completely abandoned. I don't think we'll have to fight anything here ever at all. What? I can't walk. I hate invisible walls in games. I would much rather than put something there that's stopping me. Like another tree or something, right? There's an invisible wall that's making me not go that way. It's not a huge deal in this case, but I just don't like the whole invisible wall thing. Jimmy keeps telling you, stop telling people you're 21. The Spiral Mine. We are in agreement that the incident that took place last week in the Spiral Mine was an unfortunate accident. Condolences will be sent to Adidot's wife along with pay owed. What happened to him? Solus, use your magic prowess. Also, I need to do my level. Do my level up. All right, we got 1 point to spend. Well, we're not going weapon and shields. I think we already grabbed the two-handed stuff that we were wanting. It feels like there was some crit-related thing we were going after. Deal more damage against enemies that are stunned or knocked down. Better them than you. Yeah, that was one that we were looking at too. Your stamina is very low. It regenerates faster. That also sounded good. You attack a target from behind. You leave them slowed. Do we want to do it from behind? I'm gonna go with yes. Do tires in the car today. Get in the car this weekend. Just drive somewhere random. For dinner Saturday. For you, like what should you get for dinner? That sounds like fun. Sounds like a good idea. Don't care about any of this stuff right now. We already got kind of what we needed from that. I think the last point we actually put in was this one. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the extra damage against stun and knockdown. Let's go on, Inspector. We'll go ahead and... What am I making on Saturday? Oh. I don't know what we'll make on Saturday. Today is chili. We're making homemade chili today. Saturday. Yeah, I don't know if we have anything specific planned yet. Don't know. Maybe some barbecued chicken? I think that's actually what we have planned now that I think about it. I think we're doing a barbecue chicken and baked sweet potatoes. Oh, come on, Solus. I can tell you there's a rune right there. You don't need this veil fire. Biscuit. Think alert, biscuit. An apostate's message. The markings are crude and simplistic, but their meanings can be understood. They did not ask questions, and so I was away. I keep my head low and work like the rest. The circle will not hunt this far. At first I regretted the choice, but they all feel the dread at the door. I do not stand out. Only a brother or sister would know these words. If you found your way here, as I have, you are not alone. You would have allies. When this contract ends, then find me. So there's some kind of magical door that's making people go crazy in here. Sounds familiar. How do I make him drop that? There we go. I'll carry this, Solus. And they call it a mine. A mine. We're just gonna quote all of Lord of the Rings today. We'll find the ancestor down here doing God knows what. Speaking of, I need to read the rest of the Darkest Dungeon article that came out. I did see some screenshots of Darkest Dungeon's combat. Darkest Dungeon 2's combat. And the combat screen looks much more like Iratus than it does Darkest Dungeon 1, honestly. I don't know how I feel about that, to tell you the truth. But we'll see. As long as gameplay is good, that's all I care about. We shall see. Yeah, for anyone that didn't hear, Darkest Dungeon 2 information got released in about a 5-page spread on PC Gamer magazine or something like that, which you can find the screenshots, the scans, the pages or whatever online. I saw it on Reddit specifically. And I was expecting that mine to go somewhere much more I don't know. Not just leave me outside. I got such a huge spread in PC. Yeah, that's a lot of pages. I was thinking the same thing. I was expecting it to be like a half page or maybe a 1 page or maybe 2 maximum. But yeah, having like 5 or 6 pages in there is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Wait, energize what? What is going on with this guy? What am I energizing here? Is this, what is happening? We got this guy's floating out there, just chilling. It's saying I can energize something here, but obviously I cannot. Whatever. It's a silly place. Solus just took some fall damage. Who knows what's going on? No, is the shard there? I think it is. What are you guys doing? Alright, Solus, we're gonna have to have you do it, my friend, because I'm not a mage. We're probably gonna make a bridge or something. Yep. It's just weird that guy was floating. Some of the things when you have the magic torch, you can use it to light energize things even if you're not a mage, but apparently not in this scenario. Magical torch can't lift bridges. Who knew? Oh yeah. I just thought we could probably do it with a torch, but we apparently needed Solus. Now they're down there killing wolves or something. I don't know. Whatever. I got things to do. Another shard. Yeah, I need to read. So I looked through the article's pictures. That's all I had time to do this morning, but I haven't read the whole thing yet. So I don't want to speculate anything in general, especially not until I read it. But I was correct in it not being a 3D game. A lot of people told me, they were like, we actually had someone arguing it when I was playing Darkest Dungeon recently. They're like, no. It's going to be a 3-dimensional game this time. Combat's probably going to be like tactics, like XCOM or something. I was like, well, I mean, that'd be awesome. I'm still fine with that, but I highly, just because they're making 3D models does not mean the game's going to be 3-dimensional. Is it stuttering and stuff? Does anyone else have the stream? Okay. Because I keep seeing the like the Twitch server seems fine. Okay, thank you. Let me introduce myself.
I'm with the Inquisition.
Been out here a while.
Okay, thank you.
But I'll assume that's important. Doesn't explain why you're following me.
I'm not following you.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away, either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
Your Bats game will be 2D, but the models will be 3D because the action. Well, yeah, that's what I was telling people too. Is like a lot of 2-dimensional games like that have 3D models because it's easier to articulate the movements and whatnot instead of having to draw every single frame or whatnot, right? So, I mean, look at fighting games. That's a big example of it. Like Street Fighter and stuff like that back in the day. Literally every single frame was a different flat model, and then they put it together, right? But now all those, like the newer Street Fighters, like Street Fighter 5 and stuff, it's like a 3D model that moves, and it's much easier to, yeah. That was my bet too, and that made the most sense to me. But
I'll leave you be.
we had people here that were like, no. They would not Red Oak wouldn't do that if they're using 3D models. You can bet it's gonna be a 3D game. It's like, all right, we'll see, I guess. Like,
You could work here a year and never see anyone except your fellow miners.
a giant. So it looks like the other shard's gonna be way up there somewhere. Yeah, that's always what I was thinking too, is it just makes it so that they can... All right, let's do this. Level 7. Oh my god, we're so over leveled for this. And I mean, I guess it would have been possible to go that other route, right? It wouldn't have bothered me if they had done Darkest Dungeon Tactics. Oh, that sounds incredible. But I just thought the argument was silly that just because they hired a 3D artist, the game itself was going to be a tactics game. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But those are 4-dimensional. My video game characters have to come through or out of the screen. To bend time around them. Some video of figure models doing a cap for the game. Oh yeah. World Cup 3. Yeah, I like to watch those things. I've really been wanting to play some fighting games recently. I used to play fighting games all the time. We talked about it. In fact, you and I talked about the original Killer Instinct not long ago, and I've been watching. I've never played the new one, but I've been watching Killer Instinct, the newest Killer Instinct. Tournaments lately after we talked about that.
Even in these...
But, yeah, I'm probably gonna end up playing, well, if I ever get some time, which I never have time, but I'll try to make some time to play around on some fighting games. Cause they used to be one of the main games I played, but I just haven't in a long time. I'm sure I'll be terrible at them now, but man, that one shard's way up there. It looks like there might be a way up back there. Oh, this duration? Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. You can try, so you can actually play it for free on Windows through the Windows Store, but the free version you only get one free character a week. Almost bought an Xbox just to play Killer Instinct. Man, let's go in here. I played the original so much. I love Killer Instinct. Couldn't find any at the time though. Hopefully able to get a sequel. Played the original so much. Love Killer Instinct. It's funny too when I watch these Killer Instinct tournaments now. Since I don't know any of the players or anything like that, usually how it goes, the reason I want someone to win is because they're using one of the characters from the original game and the other one isn't. And I know some of these characters are from Killer Instinct Gold, but I didn't really play Gold very much. I think I tried it out, the N64 version. I played the Super Nintendo version so much. So when I watch these tournaments and it's like someone from Gold or from the new one versus like Spinal, I immediately am like, yeah. I don't know who this person is playing Spinal, but I definitely want them to win. Not whoever that crap this person is. Because you have your characters and new original ones. I gotta say though, Arbiter is pretty cool too. Arbiter from Halo. Aganos? Yeah. I've seen him too. He's pretty cool. I just knocked that giant across the screen. Yeah, Aganos is pretty cool. The one that doesn't feel like it fits very well is there's one of those like Japanese horror ghost girls or whatever, like the crooked head and like that crawls around and stuff. She doesn't seem like she fits with the other things. Is it Hisako? Yeah. Hisako, yeah. That's the one, yeah. Great mechanics. Sadira, she looks awesome. Yeah, Sadira looks pretty cool too. I don't, is she original to that game or was she from Gold's? I know people like Maya were from Gold, but I don't remember Gold's player base character base very much. Intrinsic pool. At the center of it, the scent of water. The soft call of a tusket wading through the pool. You almost forget that outside the oasis, there's simply nothing. Excerpt from a letter sent to Manon Duloc. Duloc? I've heard that's the perfect place. Bershil from my brother. Senior is new to this one, you think? Oh, really? All your bad mouthing of spiders. Gotcha. Yeah, Sadira seemed pretty cool. I might keep an eye. So unfortunately the Steam version is standalone, so it's not cross-play with the Xbox version or the Windows 10 version. However, it looks like the Steam version has gone on Supercell a few times, and I wouldn't be like playing competitively anyway. So I think next time it goes on Supercell for like $10, I'm just gonna pick it up and play around with it. I'm also really thinking about playing Mortal Kombat 11 again. I played Mortal Kombat 11 for a few weeks when it first came out, enjoyed it, and haven't touched it since. And I really like, so 2 of the new characters they added in Mortal Kombat 10 are actually some of my favorite characters of all time, which is not usual. In general, for me, I don't know if it's like this for most people. In general, with fighting games, a lot of the times I will, maybe it's just nostalgia reasons, but I will prefer the original characters, the ones from the early games. And then usually when they add new ones, I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather them just put some of the more of the old ones back in. But Kotal Khan is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters, which is crazy because he didn't exist until 10. And Devora. Devora is one of my favorite also, and she didn't exist till 10. But anyway, I'm so glad they brought them back in 11. I really like those 2 characters. Tonight, you have a good sleep, Hisako? Yeah. Fighting game stream? I would be so bad at them now, but it would be pretty fun. Most unique Mortal Kombat characters of all time. Makes sense that she would be pretty popular. Yeah, I don't even know. Is she popular with most people? Like, I just know that I really liked her. WWBD. What would Baraka do? At first I was like, what does that B stand for? And I was like, oh wait, who said that? It's pineapple. It must be Baraka. Yeah. Can we not get up this way? Do I have to go around? Yeah. Looks like I do. Baraka. Yeah, every time they add new characters and they haven't put characters in the old game, like classic characters in, I always feel a little bit cheated. And it's doubly so with like when they add things like RoboCop. And don't get me wrong, I don't care about, that's fine. It's not like I want it to stay pure. But when there's like RoboCop but Reptile's not in the game, it's like, what is happening here? Why? Are we winning? Yeah, I think so. We're over leveled for this zone, so I'm just walking around destroying stuff as we talk about fighting games. I really hope they continue having Kotal Khan and Devora in the game though. Revealing the storyline. Haven't heard anyone say they despise her, that she sucks. She's awesome, even if not their style. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with the camera, man. I have no idea. You know what? My jaundice is partially returned. Hang on a second. It's story day. It's camera fixing day. Let's see here. It's not as bad, yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna click this button and see what it does. You guys ready? Is that better? Now I'm kind of pink. Super Mario camera. Now I'm kind of pink. What is this? I look warm now. I am warm, but there we go. All right, good. We're good. Osby blue. What's on the other end of this? There we go. There's Super Jaundice. Super Jaundice. What a terrible hero. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Sorry. It's like whatever, no matter what I do, if I turn on auto, then it screws up. And anyway, I think that's about as close as I can get it. It's a little pink, but and other than going like taking time and actually adjusting settings, why is the default on the camera so weird? That's what I don't understand. So it resets to default anytime the computer reboots, no matter what. And I have it written down what I have had it set to get like the correct color, but it's not the same. I don't know. I don't get it. Like it'll reboot, it resets to default, and then I go in and I put those settings in that I have written down. Doesn't look the same, so I have to readjust it every time. Ah, well, close enough. It's like pink. Hytala, tier 3 again, 38 months. Hytala, who is in the top 5 now. Thank you, Hytala, I appreciate it, man. That's a long time. How about I just get dark? Oh, that looks weird. I'll look greasy or something. You're not just forcing a loot filter on your camera and never worried about it again. That's interesting. Maybe I should look at loot filters. I've heard of them before. How about that? I'm broadcasting from heaven? From the sun? Yeah, I don't know what it is with Logitech. Oh well. Is that good enough? Is it better than what it was at least? I don't want to take up too much time. Zombie into angelic? Please no. I could just do what, you guys remember Lynn? This is better. You guys remember Lynn? I haven't seen her in forever, but we used to host her a year or so ago. She had her camera loot settings or whatever set up to where everything was black and white unless it was red. And then she would wear like red lipstick or something. So she was just black and white aside from just her mouth, which is kind of odd, but makes you remember that stream. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I think her name was Lynn Online or something like that. Adam vs. 6. Yeah, I don't know. It's some kind of Logitech thing. And I've talked to Logitech support and they're like, it should save your settings. Like it doesn't. And then when I write down the settings and I switch it back to the same ones I had on before, it doesn't look the same. Well, we can send you another camera. No, that's not what's going on. I've used, it happens with any Logitech camera I've ever used. I use that same trick in Schindler's List. I should wear Gene Simmons makeup. Just the other day, my wife and I, while we were doing some other stuff, we listened through Happy Gilmore again. And I hadn't forgotten about the scene, but I hadn't really thought about it in a long time either. The scene where his grandma has the Gene Simmons mask on when he goes to visit her. And then later on, when he's trying to go to his happy place, but it's invaded by Shooter McGavin, his grandma is wearing the Gene Simmons mask, and Shooter McGavin is making out with it with it, with that long tongue. It's all black and white except for a pink coat and a child is wearing. That's right. True story. Thank you, Rix. I had forgotten this. It's gonna come in handy. There's a cave. Cave down below the waterfall. How original. It's always like this in games. If there's a waterfall and there is loot behind it, you're like, oh wow. Good job, developers. The old loot behind the waterfall. How original. And then if there's a waterfall and you go back there and there's no loot, you're like, what the crap? Why didn't they put loot here? There's supposed to be loot behind the waterfall. No. No one can ever watch me once. Yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty rough movie to watch. Obviously due to the content, not the quality. There's a waterfall and just a rock cliff. Yeah. There's something like that in here too. All right, let's go take care of this rift and then we'll drop down and get that shard thing. An entire seed area behind a waterfall. Oh, these are level 15. Apparently Sarah just destroyed that one. All right, we do have to spell up this time. Whoops. So I guess we'll just use it on this one. I don't know if we got it out in time or not. God, I hate this freaking thing. Go there just weekly. Do a weak swing. I guess where it had been. Sarah just stands back and one shots and I'm running like crazy. Why is this waterfall even here? Devs can't win in that scenario. Either they're unoriginal or they're breaking tradition. Yep. Either way, they're clearly inept. Yep. Let's go down here first. I've been hearing mixed things about Biomutant in general, but still staying pretty blind to it. Do you have a weak swing? All kinds of new euphemisms. Where's the... Weird. I think the rift... It's weird that the rift is popping open that... from that far away. Oh well. Sorry. Is it down in that little hole? I think it is. Claim this. Please? For the Inquisition? Claim? I think it's because I'm in combat. Really? I have to go down there and defeat this rift. And then climb back up and claim that. Alright, where are you, Rift? Is it like... Is it down there? Yep. Oh, and there's something hidden down here too.
We should search the area.
Yeah, I'll get right on it, Solus. Alright, let's go ahead and spell that, pop it open. What environment so far? And what we have is you can't turn off motion blur unless you go into the INI files. That's a weird decision. We talked about that on the stream too. It's like, why is that even the default anymore? Why is motion blur the default? I don't mean this in like a bad way or like anything like that, but like, is that what people that are more like casual gamers like? Is that what in general they like? Like people that only play maybe a game or two a year, like I would be if I was working full time and only had a couple hours a week to play, and maybe I get a game on console every few months and play it. Is like motion blur what those type of people are used to, or like, yeah, it looks more cinematic, yeah, but so we can just swing by it. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird because every time motion blur is on by default, the weird thing is so the games that have partial motion blur, I think I like that better. Like, it depends on the game a little bit. I don't mind it being a little, but a lot of times like full on motion blur is like makes like sick. Golden Scythe 490 black. This battlefield spirit maintains a chill even in direct sunlight, which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged, but likely inevitable. Like, gives you a headache. Yeah, it's weird. Some games have like the slider where you change the intensity and just it barely on is fine, but man, it's so weird that motion blur turned all the way up to max is like the default in so many games. Okay, so let's go back up and hit that. Well, let's hit the landmark. Oh, can I not reach this stupid ladder? No. No. I had to go all the way back. It wouldn't let me click on it because of the combat down here. Crap. It's doing better for less advanced CPUs as well. Maybe that's one reason why it's so prevalent on console games, for instance. To compensate for the lack of power. You'd rather deal with low frames than the blur. Rules, by the way, thank you for the follow. I'd rather have 10 frames per second than any amount of motion blur. What? I came all the way down here for that.
We can cut through here.
Sure can. Where'd I come out at? Ugh. Yeah, I know, Solus. Here, drink a potion. What is this, Greedfall? It makes no sense. Always makes sense. I don't know about that. I keep trying to sprint. Yeah, spamming for everyone. Solus is playing Greedfall. Deep mushroom. What we got over here? That's where we got the spirit. Yeah. Greedfall. You know, it's really okay, we can get back here. It's really odd that the developers of Greedfall haven't contacted me or anything since I played. Okay. Is that weird? Move, Solus. figured they'd want me on the top of the list to play whatever next game they're developing. Still just can't understand it, man. I can't understand all the praise for it. I guess people are just so thirsty for another game like that. They're willing to overlook all that crap, but Jesus. One of the greatest RPGs of all time. Disgusting. This came out way down here. All right. Back up we go. I'm trying to go down all these tunnels to see what there is, but so far they all just loop out. They couldn't make that ladder just like a couple inches longer. You don't get people hating on Biomutant but praising Greedfall. Yeah, so I haven't played Biomutant yet. Actually, the developers might end up sending me a key for Biomutant. The problem is, I don't know that I can stream it with my current capture PC. I really need another video card, and even if it's like a 2060 or something, but I just can't find any. So I'm not even, like, I would love to have a 3070 or something like that or higher, but even like a 2060 would help stream a lot, and it's just impossible to find any. Every big streamer loves it. It's not good at all. Makes no sense that he being praised. You're talking about Greedfall or Biomutant? Okay, got that one. For the Inquisition, the upper walkways. After watching one young lad scale a rock face on a bet, I was comforted to find that not all the miners share his lack of self-preservation, and a railing had been built along the upper walkway. I admit the walk does offer a fine view of the heart of the oasis, the pool, and Greedfall. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. The next page marks the beginning of a new entry. Doucette was clearly fascinated by the region, yet, like all accounts of the area, a clear description of the heart of the oasis is lacking. Huh. 2060 retail is like 300, and it's going for 700, 800. Yeah, and there's like, and all the new cards are still picked up by. So the problem is that, well, obviously there's very little being done against like scalpers and bots and stuff like that. But the thing is, any of those cards right now can make the money back if they use them to mine cryptocurrency. It can make the money back in like a few months or something. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna keep doing it unless you put safeguards in place to stop people buying multiple and bots scooping them up and all this stuff. It's just gonna keep, the stock is just gonna keep getting drained as long as it's profitable to buy one, because there's no reason not to. It's like, if I could, which I guess I could, if I could spend $600 today, and that car, and whatever I spend the 600, not even talking about graphics cards, if I spend $600 today, or spend $600 and in a year I get $1,000 or something, I would do that. I would give all my money and do that, right? Super good investment. But Spot 28 just worth 3,000 series. The car shortage got a good price. Not the best card. I'd be lucky where I am now. Yeah, so my gaming PC is fine. It's the stream PC, the capture one, that needs the better card or a better. I mean, I could do it as a better processor, but then I'd have to redo the board also. Anyway, the odds of me being able to upgrade the stream PC is pretty low. On a PS4 Pro, after 2 broke down, they're 1K or more. That fan is buzzing like crazy. Switch gaming, man, it sucks. Putting out RTX cards that are resistant to cryptocurrency mining. I wonder what they're gonna do that, or I wonder how they're gonna do that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, how long until those are just cracked anyway? Do we go down all the sides now? I can't remember if we went down this one or not. I know we went down. I think this is the one we went down. Are we really gonna have to go out and then back up the friggin' mountain because that ladder was just slightly too short? I think, yeah, this is the one we went down. Yeah, I guess that's what we gotta do. Oh well. Oh well, this one will lead us out, and we'll just at least we've got some more shards scanned, so maybe we'll get those as we go up. All right, so we popped out down here. There is a shard around there. A day that only about 2% of cargoes went into scalpers' hands, 50% or so into miners. I think the huge surge in work from home, which is where the vast surge went. 2 to 3x per extra the pass, yeah. I mean, that's obviously exacerbating the issue, though, because even if only 35% are going to the hands of people that aren't just getting one card and using it for gaming or whatever, that's still a huge amount, right? Those stakes, so those mining specific cards are gonna go to waste. Can't come soon enough. Let's go on and try Paladin. Anyway, basically my gaming PC is really good. Fortunate with that, but the encoding PC is not the greatest. It's still better than just having one PC doing both. But on high graphic, high motion games, the encoding PC is just lagging a little bit behind. I can turn down the quality a bit and it would be fine. But if I could just... the 2060 cards have the same encoding as far as streaming goes as the 3000 series. So it doesn't matter which one I would have in that, since it's not actually going to be used for playing the game. I thought when the 3000 series were first announced and coming out, I was like, that's awesome. The 2000 series is going to drop in price. I'll be able to pick one up for the streaming PC, no problem. Boy, was past Adam wrong. Past Adam is so infrequently wrong, you know. Well, that's a lie. Really use $500 3060 or something for how your current card is. Yeah, that would be, yeah. And when they were first showing the specs and stuff for like the 3060 and they were putting the MSRP to like, yeah, like $500, I was like, man, that's crazy what you can get for 500. Is that just right behind the camp? Oh, it's probably up above. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to go all the way back up. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. And this is all because of that rift that it had me, that would activate when I was up on top of the mountain area. And so I had to go down to defeat it. Wouldn't let me do anything until I did that. And there was no way to climb back up because the ladder was too short. Oh, made the first swing. We'll find out the price of 3080 Ti. Scalpers, yeah. $500, which means 500 because there are none left. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, screw these deep mushrooms. They're just taking up too much time. That's where we popped out at, so. It's one reason why I stopped playing or streaming. Oh god, what was the name of that game? Holy crap, I was about to say the name of it and then I just forgot. Outriders. I was really enjoying Outriders, but when I looked at the stream quality of it, it looked really choppy and stuff, and I was like, even though I'd love to play it and the recording itself, like was completely fine. I just had to stop because if anyone new came into the stream during Outriders and it was like super choppy and crappy looking, they would go watch the game somewhere else. And then people that are even like, you know, that are always here, I doubt would stick around for a whole stream if it was just choppy nonstop the whole time. So things like that, high graphics, high motion, my capture PC doesn't do well with because it's so far back. I think it's still using a, what is it? 2600 for the processor. Anyway, I have all the stats on it on the equipment page, but Outriders is dying, so you're glad you're into it. Dying. Well, I mean, I looked at Outriders as a game like I would play, like Borderlands or something, right? Just me and my wife. So for me, I don't really care how many people are playing it or how hard it is to find a group or anything like that. But the Journal of Paulette Deschamps. Andros Ace. Why is there always... Wait a minute. Like a couple weeks ago, it was the old chesticles, and now... Anyway. I'm a fool for betting what I couldn't pay. Now I have to take Nico's shift in the tunnel closest to the door. A lot of them fell silent at that. Nico tried to take it back. He's a good enough lad, but I gave my word. Nico's first night here. He thought to sleep below the ridge at the back of the pool. We didn't notice. He woke the whole camp with his screaming. He sleeps under the statue outside camp now and shakes when he goes near the pool. I'll let him keep his wind. He can owe me a drink when it's done. You're gonna be using that one. Riders first place. No heartbreak for you. All right, we finally made it back up here. There's a bunch of the loot drop percentages, more monetization. Really, it's monetized even though it's like a $70 game. Yeah, the only online thing is the main thing I didn't like about it. Yeah. It's getting in the way of Anthem now. Man, that would suck if they shut down the servers. Especially if we're making it offline play. That would literally kill the game, right? Operations at the sites are no longer profitable. Official closure will occur on 13th Justinian, 9th or 9th Dragon Age. All workers will be fairly compensated for their time. Those interested in further employment may contact our people in Val Femin. Excuse me, Solus. I need this ladder. Thank you. Guys, we're going down. Ooh, imagine all the splinters. I know we have gloves on, but geez. Yeah. Is that an R squared strutting about? Let's go to R squared. I want to get up on that. Is there a way on that? I feel like there should be. Saturn Earth, where they did is bad. Yeah, I didn't know about that stuff, but I would have liked to play it more when it had first come out. Luckily, I got it as a bounty, so I didn't pay for it. But man, I really want to get up there. I just don't know if it'll let me. I don't think you're supposed to get up there. Nah, I'm not gonna waste time. All right, let's go to the other side. There looks like there's a shard down under here too, though. Is that it right there? Paragon's luster. That's not a shard, but it's fine. Subway, man, I haven't had Subway in a long time. Outriders basically Square Enix's Anthem. Leftover spaghetti. All right, so there's one of the shards that we need. We can jump off where the bridge is. It looks like the only real way to it. Okay. Is that a shard there too? Yep. Let's go and get this one first. And we gotta make our way over to that bridge. Qdoba. I've never eaten there. We have one not far away, but I haven't eaten there. Okay. There's also another one. It looks like it's probably down in the actual oasis area. Ugh. I don't like this map. I just don't like it. I know I haven't been paying like super close attention, so I've been having to backtrack a few times and whatnot, but even aside from that, just the map itself I don't care for too much. Which is weird because I like the other desert map. Maybe there's something about the desert at nights. Because the other one was always night. I was like, oh, it's so pretty. All county lacrosse photo shoot you had to be at. Were you taking the photos?
There's an elven artifact nearby.
You don't say.
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Okay. Oh, so let's... We get you to use that magical bridge forming power to get us to the other shards. That would be nice. Mysterious book. A page from a charred book. You offer a sip of water, while they provide a feast. Know they speak of the same wickedness, but place it in you. I've heard them speak, and I have listened. I hear the whispers of all. Let them offer silver, while you give gold. Let them think themselves your betters, and know nothing more. Would you not purge the world of wickedness? Of those who speak against you, would they not do the same? If we do not have an agreement, then I shall depart. When I am through, none shall speak of treachery. When all have given word, then all shall be appeased. Written in the margins. Must remember the words. The right materials on the flame in the right order. Earth, the vine, the file, the blood. The blood comes last. No missteps. One wrong move and the bonding will not work. But if it does, oh, my enemies will quake. Earth, the vine, file, blood. Earth, the vine. I will remember this. EVPB? EVPB, guys. Remember that. EVP. You know what? I'm just going to write it down. EVPB. Like, we probably won't find this or something until weeks from now, and I won't remember that I wrote it down. And then months from now, I'll see this EVPB, and I'm like, what the crap is that? Must have started writing down like a Steam key or something and stopped after the first 4. All right, let's get that shard. Daytime augmentation games, especially for aesthetic value. I explain why it's always night or don't make it always night. Same thing for sunrise, sunset, and weather phenomena. This game's done an okay job at explaining things like that. Like the zone that was raining, the Storm Coast or whatever, was raining all the time until we finished a certain quest and then it stopped. That sort of thing. Like there was an actual explanation and a quest related cause for it. But there's that one that's really popular, especially in old like Super Nintendo games and things like that, where like it's always night but only around like the boss castle or something. Like the whole rest of the world is normal and daylight all the time, and then as soon as you get near the castle, it's just dark. That's because it's evil. It's surrounded in darkness, literally and figuratively. Now I have to get all the way back over there. Yeah. No problem. Jurassic World Evolution. One of the islands, potentially Sunset. Oh yeah, that's a good game overall though. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that island. Yeah. There's some company that's making a like new sort of Dino Park Tycoon. It's basically what it is. It's not called that because it's not the same company that made them like back in the day. But there is some kind of new Dino Park Tycoon-ish game that's coming that looks like it might be good. But where it's always night. But he explains why. Matt Mercer. Alright. This is
sand just goes everywhere, doesn't it?
This is not the way that I'm supposed to go down to that. I'm supposed to go down to the bridge and then to it. We'll be fine. What's a little bit of fall damage, you know? Oh, God. This is just where I'll live now. Can we survive this? Oh, no problem. Absolutely fine. Take that. Witherstalk. Whoa, how'd you get here, lady?
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this one cave. Used to store stuff there.
Yep,
That thing
you told us
wasn't
this
overrun
before.
by spiders then. I put
Wait,
my
is the other shard above me or below me?
couldn't stand the sight of this.
Hopefully it's below me. There it is.
I couldn't throw it away as spider.
Alrighty. Got that one.
Inquisitor.
The one here is hopefully below us and not above. I think it should be below. Is that it? Oh, it is going to be above us. Come on. Inquisitor. Wait, why don't we just have Solus levitate us up places? Solus, if you can levitate an entire bridge, surely you can levitate me. If you can't levitate me, maybe you can levitate just my armor. And then by proxy me. Okay, finally got that one. Alright. This one is up there in the water. What's the quest near it? The entrance to the mysterious temple, the ancient elves called Solasan, I don't know, stands tall for boating and sealed in the middle of the forbidden oasis. Seems to have some connection to strange shards scattered across Thetis. There's another ocularium. Hey, Barry, welcome back. 8 months. How's life treating me? Not great. Thank you for the resub. How's it going, Barry? Ken, welcome in. How you doing, Ken? Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it. Why isn't it showing my redemptions? Hang on, let me refresh this over here. Yeah, for those of you that are here during story day, thank you for being here. Tomorrow we'll be back to Rimworld, but we're going to do a big long stream of Dragon Age today. Catch up on some Inquisition. Alright, so Inspector is summoning Granny for potent quotables. Alright, here we go. Now Granny will read the next 3 quotes from Inspector. It's like my dear old Granny used to say.
I was like grabbing my nipples and stuff.
I would say, whoa, Granny. I don't want to hear that crap. And she would say, well, maybe you'll like this one, young Adam.
I've got a bone that you can saw. It must be noodle o'clock.
God, Granny was crazy. Of course we get quote 38 with Granny.
I was like grabbing my nipples and stuff.
That quote's a misquote anyway. It should be she. Amazing set of Granny quotes. Thank you, Inspector. Saving up your channel points. Is there a way up? Do I need to go back through there? Ugh, I think I'm gonna have to go back through there and loop out that top spot. Cause there's like a little, yeah, there's a little spot right above us. I don't think I can get there from down here. Hoard them like a dragon. Spin them occasionally. Fee, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, Fee. All right. Oh, we didn't open this one from the inside. So there is one tunnel we didn't go down in there. All right. We'll go through that. We won't be able to go all the way up because the ladder is not reachable from the inside. But we should be able to go through the other tunnel, at least see what's in there and pop that other side off so we have that shortcut, if you want to call it that. It's crazy how many channel points some people had spent on animal names and RimWorlds. And we hadn't played RimWorld for a couple months, and I refunded animal names. Some people got like 60,000 plus channel points back. That's right. There was one tunnel that we have yet to penetrate, but we will remedy that. Wait, what does this one do? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. If you pair what you said, Pineapple, with what Pilot Wash said, then yes. That is yet another one that we have yet to penetrate. All right, let's see if this one's the one that leads to that that spot. If not, we'll just come back. Because I know I've gone down that other one. Out of the way, Nug. Spiders. Spiders. I'm actually surprised there wasn't a Mortal Kombat 12 this year. This isn't the one. So where does this one pop us out at? Whoa. Elizabeth's Garden. Is it the big one? Gardening in the desert. I kind of like the sound of nugs. Every now and then in the stream, I was worried about that. So the Twitch server that we're connected to, so the Twitch server that we're connected to, I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, I have it, whatever you want to call it, like the chart over here, and it dips, like it just constantly dips, and I don't know what's going on. It looks like it's on Twitch's end because it's not showing any like drop frames or anything on my end. So hopefully the recording itself is good, but... And I really hope it stabilizes. I plan to do a long stream today. Dragon Age, and so... That will really suck if it prevents us from doing so. Is there a few minutes? Is this one of the ones we already looked through? Yeah. Story time. How's it going, Ben? Welcome in. He went flying. It seems like the Twitch servers are much worse during the day in general. I've had way more problems with the servers during the daytime than at night, which makes sense, but it's frustrating. Yeah, if it gets worse, let me know and we can try restarting the stream, maybe hitting a different server. I wonder if I'm still connected to the Canadian server. I think I probably am.
Something feels wrong here. It's worse by the door.
I agree. Something's not right.
Spooky. Alright, anything else over here before you go in? All right, let's go check out what's in here. We got full potion stuff. Let's see what this says. Tracings from Temple Door. Description taken of the Temple Doors in the Forbidden Oasis, followed by a translation. The writing is shaky and uneven, as though the writer labored to complete the task. Imma solis, him vadanan. Tel garas solasan, malana en athen los enaste. Arrogance became our end. Come not to a prideful place. Now let humility grant favor.
The feeling at the door. It's gone now.
I believe it was a magical ward of sorts. A warning, perhaps, or a test.
Explains why the miners kept away.
We're near another artifact.
Might be low latency mode caused it. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's on Twitch's end though. I'm not having any like internet issues, and it looks like the recording is fine, but yeah, I don't know.
The wards are working. It should be harder for tears to form here.
Solus. I see an elven symbol, but we need one of those torches to be able to read it. Here we go. The runes. Arbitrarily blame Microsoft. Blame Windows updates. Ancient writing. The meaning behind the flowing ancient script is obscure at first, but slowly forms. May the past bestow the favor thou hast earned. For a moment, there's an image of figures kneeling in meditation. A bright light envelops them, then it fades. Blame the winds. That always reminds me when I was playing through, which one of the games was it? The very first horror month that we did. Which horror game was it? Crap. Man, that's been like 4 years. It was Amnesia. That's the one it was. So in Amnesia, early on, there's something that happens that the wind causes something to move. And I was like, it's only the wind, Daniel. And then I started using that throughout the entire playthrough. So we'd like literally see some horrific demon creature and it would be running at us to kill us. And I'd be like, don't worry, Daniel, it's only the wind. And then of course there's the famous like Skyrim and Elder Scrolls stuff in general where a guy will have an arrow sticking out of his neck. Oh, must have been the wind. The wind shot that man, yeah. Hey, is there someone sneaking around here? Guy's full of arrows. Must have been the wind.
What just happened?
I feel a bit strange.
The magic was drawn to you, possibly because of your mark. The effects were purely benign.
If it wasn't a trap, what was it?
It may be a reward for those who prove themselves worthy.
If I wear the tune suit this year, call it foul play. Am I getting in trouble for opening this stuff? We went to another elven tomb earlier in the game, and I opened and looted everything, and then I came out, you know, I helped the elves in the area, and they were like, yeah, you helped us, but you robbed us blind at the same time, so we're not too happy with you right now. It's a little bit of grave robbing, you know? Holy crap, I got so many crits there that I just kept
This place
resetting the
makes my hair
cooldown.
tingle. I don't hate that.
Saralax feeling tingly. Super surprised by that. El's becoming hostile too. He Solus leaves the party. Well, judging by how our history of decisions in Dragon Age and Dragon Age universe is gone, I would not doubt anything like that. All right, I'm getting all the spirit resistance. Sarah, she doesn't. I don't think she considers herself an elf. So. Hello there, arcane horror. Here you go. Easy peasy. Using all your dead people's stuff to save the world. It's all right. What good is it laying in a hole in some abandoned tomb when I could use it to save the world? That's true. I just vendor it all, some random guy. My favorite in that regards is when you like, there's no repercussions for taking stuff that it's near the vendor or like stealing from the vendor. So in some games there'll be a vendor and he'll have like, you know, whatever, there'll be like a cart there or something, and you can literally just steal like the lantern and things off of it and then sell it right back to him. It doesn't even ask questions. There's no like, that looks pretty familiar. Well, that even has my initials carved into it. Weird. I have one just like that. Just pay you straight up for it. 30% spirit resistance unique belts. More spirit resistance. Again, like in Skyrim, when you get to that, what is it, Whiterun? There's the guy that gives you the quest for the claw. He runs the store. And you can literally like crouch down behind him and steal things off the shelf, like, or off the counter. Like he's literally facing that way and there's something on the counter by him and you take it and you sell it right back to him. No questions asked. Hey, this looks just like that cup that I was just using to drink my morning coffee. In fact, it still has it still has coffee in it. The exact same kind of coffee I was drinking. I'll give you 14 silver for that. Divinity 2, if you steal from a vendor and don't run fast, empty your bag to prove you aren't the thief. Wow. That sucks. Marwyn was good like that. Stealing stuff from a vendor would be recognized if you tried to sell it back to them. Turn them hostile. Hey, I recognize that. I never ended up playing Marwyn. Somehow. Is it gonna be fire resistant here? Yes, it is. Kodo, 35 months. That's right. That'd be dragons. Kodo, thank you for the resub, man. That's a long time. Very much appreciated. How you been, Kodo? What have you been playing lately? Welcome back. Ah, yes, the love and sandwiches. It's been a while. I've forgotten about sandwiches recently. Dota still. Billions as always. Over in PC soon, so maybe you can play some other stuff. Turns out I shouldn't have stepped in that big flaming rune that was right in front of me. Doesn't matter if the owner of that rune is dead. Don't step on it. Running a formal complaint success. Been my stream. Well, thank you for being here. A formal complaint against you, or that you submitted, or you don't want me to talk, or you don't want to talk about it either way. That's fine too. Which got me curious. Solus, judging by the fact that you're not on fire, I'm gonna guess it's okay for me to come over here. I guess I shouldn't walk on those fiery runes in the next room. Think there's gonna be a rage demon in here? What do you know? It's a rage demon. Spoilers. Don't walk in that black wall. Solus, trust me. All right, it's gone. What do you know about fire resist? Wait, there's someone still up? My bad. Dragon Age. Dragons aren't even the main focus at this point. It's all about you closing rifts to the netherworld. Stop them from taking over the world. Should be called Rift Age or Age of Chaos or something. It's only named after the period of time. The period is called Dragon Age, you see? Premature looting, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know it's just called that because it's the series and you're kind of joking about it. But I'm thinking that the dragon that Corypheus has is gonna be a big part of the game at some point. Okay, words about, oh right, you talked about this the other day, my bad. The 7,000 word about university, various problems, got big extension on dissertation, might be getting financial compensation, so she had days to go by. Right. Yeah, I remember you talking about that just the other day. Sorry about that. I don't know why I thought, or why I didn't immediately think of it, but yeah, you mentioned that the other day. Well, hopefully it goes in your favor. It sounds like it's going to. You're gonna call it false advertisement? Feel like a lawyer, a really poor lawyer, but a lawyer nonetheless. Ah, so you feel like you have lost your soul in this battle, I guess. My condolences. No, I'm not all lawyers are soulless. Probably. Go about people who are the problem, things end up happening. Yeah. Unless those people are rotten also, but sounds like you get things done. So on Minion, welcome in. I wonder what kind of resistance I'll get in here. We got like 4 resets on that. That's crazy. So basically we have a move that when it crit, or when we get a crit, it lowers our cooldowns by like a second or something like that. And that whirlwind move can hit multiple times. So if multiple hits of that whirlwind end up critting, it basically resets my cooldowns and I can use it again. And sometimes we get like 3 or 4 resets in a row. Silly. Soulless takes offense to this. It's not how lawyers are. Who now? Finish up Subnautica Below Zero. How'd you like it? I've kind of heard mixed things about Below Zero. I've heard that people don't like it as much as the original or base game. And then I heard from a lot of people that's just as good. I haven't played either of them yet, so I have nothing to compare it to, but... Do we even want anything in here? Wait, resistance belts anywhere? If we are belts only, are you just resistant to all the things? It makes you wonder, and like, especially rings. That's always the big one in these. It's like, in a lot of games, you could only wear 2 rings. It's like, so magical rings only work on the ring finger, and you can only fit 1 to cancel each other out otherwise. If there were actually magic rings that give all the good stats of, like rings do in Path of Exile or Diablo or games like this, I would just be adorned. You know, I wouldn't be able to move my fingers. I'd have like 5 rings on every finger, and I'd be the most powerful person in the world. Run around like Mr. T or something.
Need more shards.
Ah. Like Liberace. We have to go find the last couple shards in here to get into the last one. Oh, how many shards do we have? There's 3 left. There's an ocularium there. Okay, all right. We'll be back. Go around with only rings and belts. Pimped out good. Good webcomic material. That's right, like how many belts could we put on? You're telling me this belt gives me 100 extra health? That's incredible. Well, if I put like 6 on each leg, suddenly I'm immortal. Game wasn't that important to you? Below Zero is a good experience. Manage being an environment and type of gameplay, not having a previous experience to compare it to. Ah, I got you. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Of course, people are going to prefer the first one in general, but it was a fresh experience still, though. Fresher experience. Solus. Looks like you have enough mana, Solus. Put that up. Ooh, destroyed that guy. Man, we are so over leveled for this zone. We should have been here at like level 11. Probably like 11 to 15. Level 20. I'm alright with it. I don't mind blasting through this. Okay, let's get this shard here. There's a cave entrance over here too. I wonder where that's gonna... Might loop up to where that last ocularium is. Yeah, it's always funny though, with, like I said, with those... the equipment thing in games. Obviously it's a game mechanic. There's so many things like that in games that aren't realistic. But... there's all kinds of things revolving around clothing and gear. It's like also, thank goodness that everyone's feet are the same size in these universes, you know? Everyone wears the exact same size shoes. There's only one size shoe made. Every pair of boots you find fit. That'd be nice in the real world too. I don't know how many times I've gone to get shoes and they don't have the size I wear. Like every size but that one. Development issues below 0. Person who was originally working on the story left, severed ties, removed. The story diverged greatly from what would have been. Who knows what the game would have been if not for that. Maybe every adventure is just really handy with needle and thread, or carries unlimited insoles just in case. And then you have like class restrictions and stuff too, right? So like...
You could work here a year and never see anyone except your fellow miners.
Like, it kind of makes sense if you have a heavy armor that only like a strong person would be able to use it. But the other way doesn't make a lot of sense. Like some games, if you're not a caster, you won't even be able to equip like a robe. So is it like your character's too stupid to put on the robe? They're like, how does this work? How do robes even work? I can't put this on. Probably going to replace your gaming laptop, so RTX 3060 i7 is good. Yes, you'll be able to play anything at all at 1080 or at 2K with that setup. Aspen, yeah. 3060 and depending on the kind of i7, but I mean if it's a pre-built with a 3060, I'm sure the i7 they have in there is good. Cut that sentence short. Hey, Rogue did find those plate greaves. They just said, can't use it. Tossed it back. But like our party, you're telling me that my feet are the same size as Sarah's? She and I wear the same size shirt. Hang on a second. Sarah, no, come back. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because I have my nipples out right now, but in general, I'm not so sure. And there's also the thing about the size of your character changes also the weapon size and whatnot. That was always funny in WoW too, like the difference between a weapon on like a female blood elf and a male Tauren is like crazy different. Rebuilt from Zydax. I haven't heard of them. Yeah. Is this a desktop? Well, I mean, I guess it must be, but yes, we do wear the same. Okay. So we gotta get those 2 shards, and then we can go back in there. It's a laptop. Yeah, I don't have. Oh right, you were talking about the current laptop not long ago, like a couple streams ago or something. Yeah, I don't have any experience with that company or specifically with gaming laptops, but I do know that 3060 is completely capable of running every game right now at 1080 and at 2K, no problems at all. As long as the processor is also good, depending on if the game's processor heavy game, but i7, current gen i7 should be able to run everything too. But I have no experience with that company. No warriors break their arms trying to... Yeah, it was kind of interesting too that a lot of the weapon models were bigger on a gnome warrior than they were, or on a gnome in general, than they were some of the other characters. have an i7, but it is 2 years old. Struggle sometimes. Yeah. I don't want to lead you the wrong way, especially with not having experience with laptops in general, but those specific parts are good. And I mean, there's so many variables too, right? Some games are more processor heavy than graphics heavy, and you might have, you know, RAM issues. We don't know how much RAM it has and what all you're running, but I'm guessing in general you'll be fine. So the other one's up there. Okay. And once we get this one, we should be able to go in the last frost chamber. Yeah, the game also, like, no matter what you do, RimWorld's never going to run perfectly when you get a ton of things on there. It's just not, the game itself isn't optimized. You can only run off one core. Like, there's some things you can do to make RimWorld run better, but only to a certain extent. And there's going to be a lot of games like that, you know? Whoa, what's going on here? A very short life expectancy due to heat issues. Yeah, and the other thing I generally have never gone, I mean, with gaming laptops, is that for me, it's the inability to update it later without replacing the whole system. I mean, for some people, they don't want to spare the lack of mobility or the space or whatnot with a desktop, right? So whatever your reasoning, but mine has always been like, desktop is so easy to upgrade later on. So I can use the same video card, and then if the video card is my bottleneck later on, I can just replace the video card, and just upgrade pieces at a time. Or you can't do that as much on a laptop. You're just cheap. Let's go on. Din, welcome in. Just watch me play games. You don't have to buy any parts. That's right. That's the best way. Do I have to really go all the way around? Oh, this sucks. It's integrating mostly. Yeah, I think so. You can get your hands on one without getting gouged too. We go up this side. I really don't want to have to go all the way around. It looks like this connects if we can get up there, but I bet we can't. Can't Skyrim that wall. I think we can get up there. Maybe. Let's kill these guys. Yeah, you guys finish that one off. I'm gonna go become a mountain goat. Oh, come on, man. You can get up there. There's a lot of points like this in this game, though, where I think had I just gone the correct, like, backtrack and go the correct way, it would take less time than just wiggling my... I think there's an invisible wall there. There's an invisible wall there? Really? I hate invisible walls, man. If it wasn't for that wall, we could just walk across that. That feels bad. At least put like a box. Yeah, there's an invisible wall. You can see it. Well, I mean, you can't see it. That's why it's invisible. But all right, around we go. We have to walk. Ugh. You can feel it. Shortcuts end up being more like the scenic option. Yeah, it'd take way longer. There's another cave up here too. All right, screw it. We're gonna do this first. Let's play it out. 3060 and 3070. The price is more than you were intending to spend with 3070. I mean, if it's a laptop, if you're only playing at 1080, the 3060 will be completely fine. You will not have trouble running anything on like maxed out settings right now. Like, there might be one or two caveats to it, maybe. But if you're just playing 1080 for your resolution, 3060 is going to be more than enough. Won't have any problems in that way. So if the price difference from you going from 3060 to 3070 is extreme, and you're only going to be playing on the 1080, maybe even 2K resolution, you won't have any problems. How many resets did we just get? Like 8? I was basically a helicopter. I want to do that again. 1, 2. Oh, we only got 2 resets that time. So many spiders, holy crap. I can't believe we got like 7 resets on those crits. Low settings that your character wasn't even visible. Spin to win. That's right. Absolutely. What are you guys doing over here? I think there's a spider bug there. Yep. Spiders and bugs. They're arachnids. Became a ninja food processor there for a minute. Sure did. GPU on a budget as well. Stuck between a rock and hard place because card sold. You need to upgrade it. The only choice at the moment's hard to get back in stock. Yeah, it's kind of crazy at the moment. Where is this? There's an enemy like under the floors thing. All right. We came in this way. Let's go to the right first, and we'll just keep following the right side. All right. Well, we followed the right side as far as we could. Heading to work. Baby carrots, they were hanging out. Have a good shift. Key required. Sarah, can you not lock or pick that? Oh, we can't. We require a key? I'm pretty sure I could break that door. That reminds me, not super early, but at some point in this playthrough, I was like, locked door. I would be able to bust that door down, no problem. And then I jokingly went to ram the door with my charge, and it actually broke it. It's like, what? No way. Ninja blender? Yeah, me too. It's much better than your 30-year-old. Yeah. I actually got a Ninja blender on sale not super long ago. Super glad we got it. Oh, it's the wedding ring. Peace out. I wonder if she'll give me the key.
Wouldn't mind fighting something with fewer legs next time.
Open it with a wedding ring. Man, we're gonna have to come back again. Their food. I don't know. Food. Yeah, I don't know that one so much. I've been mainly making ice cream. It's not really ice cream, but pretty close. That's what I've been mainly using the blender for lately. It's a multi-cooker, air fryer, pressure cooker. Gotcha. Oh my lord. That's annoying. So when we hover over the quest on where to get the key for that door, it literally highlights the whole zone. The Will It Blend series. I do remember that, yeah. We have an Instapot as our pressure cooker, and it's super nice. Very much recommend the Instapot. Anyone that doesn't have one. We can make a chili that tastes like a, 8-hour slow cooked chili. You can make it in like 15 minutes. It's ridiculous. I was very skeptical with not a sponsor. I was very skeptical with those kind of claims when I got ours on sale during the last holiday season, like last Black Friday, I think it was. I was like, there's no way it's gonna cook something normally takes 8 hours in 15 minutes is gonna be just as good. And it did, and I was like, holy crap. Yeah, it's 54, almost 55 hours in the first Subnautica and 70 in the second one by comparison. Spent a lot longer searching for things in the second one. Not a sponsor yet. Yeah, I wish Instapot would sponsor me. All right, finally all the shards are found. Now we need to go back to there. I think the easiest way will be to just drop in there. Which is pretty neat. Like the little one much better than your old-fashioned canning one. Afraid it'll explode. Yeah, exactly. That was one reason why I wanted. We didn't have a pressure cooker actually. The last time I'd used one was like with my grandmother when I was a kid and canning things like you were saying. And always afraid it was like blow up. But don't have to worry about that with the Instapot apparently. So it's been nice. Nice to be able to make chili in 15 minutes without the risk of killing myself or my family. I'm sure the odds of a pressure cooker blowing up if you use it correctly are pretty low, but can't happen. Can we get there by dropping down here? I don't think. No, there was a divide right there that we couldn't get over, so we need to go further before we drop down, or else we're gonna have to go through that cave again. Yeah, Instapot's really good. Haven't tried an air fryer yet. That's like on the, that's the next to get thing on the kitchen appliance list, I guess. Wait. Is that? Oh, that's the woman that wants her ring? Apparently she paths around the map. Where are you right now? I think you're probably down. Yeah, she's down below us. Okay. She can wait. Don't trust yourself something that can potentially explode. The Final Destination plot to you. Alright. Final Destination yourself. I always liked the first two of those movies, and then got kind of crazy. It was like a Rube Goldberg device of death, pretty much. Air fryer works well. It's basically a mini convection oven. Crisps things very well and quickly. Yeah, I've heard good things about them. I just haven't grabbed one yet. Okay, it's right under this spot, right? Really? Can't touch that water or you instantly drown. Ooh, hidden loot. This must be something incredible. It's not something incredible. Although I do want to see what that mage hat looks like. Last time we found a hidden spot like this, we got a shield made of cheese. Oh, there's the miner for that quest. Surely this won't kill us, right? No. Because I landed on some pillar. Alright, let's go in here and finish this now that we got all the runes. We should be able to open up the frost section. Just jump. What's the worst that could happen? And then I actually did it. So. Luckily, I landed on some random pillar. So. Pillar, by the way, one of those words from my youth that doesn't mean what it means everywhere else. From where I'm from, that's what you... It's like one of those Jeff Foxworthy jokes. That's what you call a pillow. A pillar. That's what you sleep on at night. Not a pillow. Requires more shards than we're carrying. What? But we got all the shards. It said we have 15 out of 15 shards, so what? Also, how's there a rift way back there? Where's the other shard? I hope it's not like, that you can literally open only 2 of 3. That would suck. You're supposed to choose or something like 2 out of the 3 resistances. Surely not, though. Do I have to get shards on other maps? No. Yeah, that's really weird. Shards collected 3 out of 12. So are these separate? Apparently these are separate shards. Huh. Oh, yeah, I see. Alright. Let's go hit that other rift. We'll have to come back here after we find more. That's weird. Weird. I was almost certain once we hit the 15 shards in the zone, we'd be able to get all of them at that point, but apparently not. I didn't even know there's an area out here. Let's go hit this. Let's go and Phil, welcome in.
Inquisitor.
That's me. I'm gonna wear it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, yeah. Try to give it a shard instead. So. A shart in the dark, as we say here. Alright, spell that one. Oh, I used that too soon. Whoops. Tires should be able to watch from the phone. Alrighty, man. Be safe. Be safe. All these big-headed statues. The marker. The sand stretched for miles, broken occasionally by a stony outcrop. The monotony was wearing, and the longer we traveled, the more I feared we would never escape it. Suddenly, my guide pointed, and I caught sight of two distant pillars. As we rode toward them, a statue of a man became visible. Despite his stern... I almost said continents. Anyway, I was like, what's stern continents? That's something completely different. And the fact that he held the head of some vanquished enemy. I have never seen so welcoming a face. The oasis itself lies within a canyon. From a distance, one might see only more desert. The rocky hills surrounding it look the same as any other rocky hills. Were it not for the pillars and man, the place would not appear remarkable at all. When I expressed these thoughts to my guide, she laughed and said she could find the spot even without them. I conceded the point, not wishing to insult her skill. Still, I am grateful to the bygone sculptor who placed his statue here. Made of stern stuff. It's 5 brains. This is a suspicious tree. If I was a developer, I'd put something out here. Maybe I wouldn't, just to screw people.
Places.
Can you imagine coming out here for a mining contract?
Thanks, Sarah. Looks like the head of Play-Doh. That guy's hands. Maybe it is. Look at the fox's ears as it runs. Flop, flop, flop. All right. Oh, there's another little spot over here. Stay dead. Silk brocade. Phoenix fox, yeah. Big floppy ears. I don't think these guys are into very wholesome things. I hear some kind of whispering in my headphones. I hope it's in my headphones. Something at these little camps? Fast look like his ears are glitched. Ran you over, remind you of the kind of sound you would make if someone ran you over like that as well. Command & Conquer Games been offered an ultimatum to get your new laptop. From what I know, the most recent of the Command & Conquer games ended up being a mobile game, and it was terrible and failed. So as far as like the classic kind of, you know, like Red Alert 2 and past, or even like Red Alert 3 and past, I don't know of any for a long time. I'm a really big fan of RTS games in general. And yeah, I haven't known of any like news on Command & Conquer going back to what they once were. That'd be awesome though. I would actually played through the there's the remaster. We played through the remaster when it first came out. What was that? Like 6 months ago? The remaster is good of the, what is it? Original and Red Alert. But I mean, it's the exact same game, same AI, same everything, just a new coat of paint. So, is there something comparable I like? RTS wise, I mean, if you're looking for more like a single player RTS sort of thing, there's They Are Billions, which is very good indie like survival RTS, but again, it's a single player thing. So if you're looking at that like competitive sort of StarCraft, Command and Conquer sort of thing, it's not that, but it is really good. Obviously, StarCraft 2 is still good. It's in really good shape. There is a new company that formed about a year ago called Frost Giant. And Frost Giant consists of a lot of the people that created StarCraft and StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3. So they are currently working on RTS. We don't know much about it at all, but it's going to be in the same vein, they say, as those past games. So if you haven't already, you might want to keep an eye out for Frost Giant, that developer. Like, follow them on Twitter or wherever you get your game information from, or keep track of it. But I would definitely check out Frost Giant and keep an eye on them or whatever they're working on. As far as currently released stuff, yeah. Another one that's actually really good that no one really ever talks about, another indie one. It's very unique as far as RTS goes, but it's absolutely worth playing. It has a campaign. It also has multiplayer. Is Tooth and Tail. Tooth and Tail. And it looks more simplistic on its surface, but actually pretty complex also. So Tooth and Tail, you basically, it's very unique how it plays. It is an RTS though, and it's got like that red wall vibe to it. The units and whatnot are creatures or animals and whatnot. All right, so the only thing we can do right now is turn in that ring and then look for the key. Oh yeah, no worries. I would definitely check out Tooth and Tail. What else? There's another one that's pretty good that's slow paced that I liked. I actually played on stream for a little while. It's been a couple years. Northgard. Northgard is really good too. It's very slow paced, but it's an RTS. Also has single player, multiplayer, versus AI. Northgard. None of them are like very PC intensive or anything like that. So if you're looking for RTS, check out Northgard. Check out Tooth and Tail. They Are Billions on the indie front. And of course, like I said, StarCraft 2, and there's always Warcraft 3 remastered and that kind of stuff. But I'm really curious what Frost Giant's going to do though. To have the people that like created Warcraft 3 and StarCraft together in a new company making games has the potential to be awesome, but They Are Billions. Yeah, They Are Billions. Love Redwall, read so many. Yeah, so if you like yeah, the anthropomorphized animal Redwall type stuff, and you like RTS games, you're probably gonna really like Tooth and Tail. The backdrop of Tooth and Tail is almost kind of like a mirrors some of the some like real history stuff, communism and whatnot. Off-World Trading Company. I haven't seen that one. Is that an RTS? All right, we're gonna take the ring back to this girl, and then we'll probably go to another zone after that and come back here once we get shards. I don't feel like looking for that key right now. Come on, man. I don't want to go all the way around. All right. Plot was pretty dark too. Yeah, absolutely. I won't spoil any of it either, but in story mode. It's such a good game too. I really wish it had gotten more traction. I like Northgard as well, but it's so slow paced for an RTS. So as much as I like Northgard, when I was playing it in early access, the developers actually made it slower paced because people were complaining about getting rushed. So instead of making it so that rushes were like less potent, or maybe to make them like more all in or something like that, Like, instead of doing that, they literally made it so it is impossible to rush in that game. You cannot send units to another tile unless you have set up like an observation or something of that tile or something like that. And that takes time even if you rush to it. So it's impossible to literally rush people in that game, which that's just a part of RTS, like competitive RTS. Like, do you go all in on a rush, and if it fails, you're behind from there? That's a risk you take. But they got rid of that altogether. I have no idea why the developers went that route, but I liked it better before that patch. Yes and no. Off-road trading company is very unique. It has RTS features, so it's not about units. It's about trading and buying out your opponents. That's interesting. I haven't looked at that one. Really, that water is impassable terrain. I have to go all the way down to where the temple was to give her a ring. Whatever. You have Tooth and Tail? What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, it was in a Humble bundle quite a while back. So if you have Humble, you might have gotten it from that. It's good though. Highly recommend. It goes on sale quite a bit, like a lot of indie games as well. Oh my god. I think I missed where she is too. There she is. No. Whoops. Wrong potion. I have the ring. Can I throw it to you? Can I throw you the ring? I have your wedding ring. Kill that for no good reason. It's high risk, high reward. Yeah, like why? There's so many RTS games that I could have used as examples on how to balance rushing. Why just remove it? I mean, it's their game, it's their choice, but I literally stopped playing after that. And it wasn't. I didn't even rush. I didn't even use the strategy very much at all because I'm more of a macro kind of player in general with those games, but. Man, I can't believe that we missed that barely. I'm going to have to go up the actual way that we're meant to. Anyway, yeah, them removing that felt like a step in the wrong direction. However, it's still a great game for the campaign and against AI, but if you're getting into RTS to play competitively, I feel like Northgard is too slow-paced. The player base is probably really small, too. There's another RTS I was looking at recently. What's the name of that? I have to look at my Steam list. Before the patch, play games like a virus spinning rapidly. It's one reason you like their billions. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. It was a little slow-paced anyway, so them putting in or patching that in early access to make it slow down even more is like, what are you doing? New information did come out. Yeah, it came out in PC Gamer magazine. There's like a 5 or 6 page spread for it. You can go online and see people have scanned it if you want to do it without buying the magazine or subscribing to it or whatever. The best Sudwork, you can go to the best place is just go to Reddit. Go to the Darkest Dungeon Reddit, and there are posts there that show all the pages. She's already moved. Get him nice RTS games. Center of the Deep. It's amazing. Only on Steam. StarCraft Brood War or StarCraft Remastered is fantastic also. StarCraft is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. The Remastered did a good job. Lady, you were just really not wanting me to give you this ring.
I believe this is yours.
Nothing cares what has majesty. It's all I have left. I don't have much, but this opens one of my old caches. Whatever's left is yours.
She did have the key, so now I have to go all the way back up there. Oh, I hate this map. Yeah, GOG is a good place to look at. GOG has DRM free games, and a lot of times they started out only having old games, right? That was their what GOG stood for, right? Good old games or something like that. They've since then added a lot more, but they're a good place to get DRM free old games that aren't on Steam a lot of times even. Brood War came out in 98. Yeah, it's on my CD. No, Brood War did not come out in 2011. That's StarCraft 2. Brood War was the expansion of the original StarCraft. I think you're making me thinking of the expansions. Like, yeah. Anyway, Brood War was late 90s. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Aspen. Like I said, if you guys are a fan of Command and Conquer, the remaster was good. It doesn't change anything other than make it. The cool thing about the remaster is it has all the console. So back then, there were specific missions for the original Command and Conquer and Red Alert that were only on console, and the remaster has those ones also. So the remaster of here was good. Getting your dates twisted, it's all good, yeah. The note is charged, but a portion remains legible. The torch will scatter them or draw them. I'm fairly certain they'll scatter. You want to play StarCraft, but you think the skill ceiling is way too high to start now? The matchmaking system for StarCraft, well, it depends on which one. Are you talking about like StarCraft Brood War, or are you talking about StarCraft 2? StarCraft 2 is, the ladder is pretty decent. So after you play a little bit, you'll end up getting people that are right around your skill level. And I'm sure, especially if you find other people that are starting with you, you know, starting at the same skill level, it wouldn't be a big deal. It's easier to get into StarCraft 2 than Brood War at this stage, for sure. But that's all that's in here. She said it wasn't much, man. She was right. He loves the 90s RTS games, always trying to get his disc to work. Old Windows 7. Yeah, so I highly recommend Command and Conquer Remastered then, yeah. You get bullied in the original because yeah, and the other thing about the original is you can just make accounts. You can make as many accounts as you want. And it doesn't, your matchmaking rating, whatnot, is not linked to your overall like BattleNet account or something like that. And you don't have to rebuy the game or anything to make more accounts. So in StarCraft Brood War, you can just make an infinite number of accounts. You don't even have to have an email address. You just make them. So you get a lot of people that will remake or something, Smurf, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we've done everything we can here until we get more shards. So I'm going to go ahead and port back to Skyholds. I'm going to split this recording, use the restroom, and then we'll hit up a new zone. So we basically finished that zone aside from opening that door when we have enough shards. Sandbags and Tesla coils. Yeah. All right, let me split this recording.